Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rifat Hussain and I'm one of the co-hosts for this new show. And today what we'll be doing is we'll be focusing on one of the pioneers of the Muslim community. And from time to time we will be highlighting members of the community as such to gain further knowledge of the history of London and more importantly the Muslims of London. Today I would like to introduce to you a very prominent figure in the Muslim community. His name is Hanny Shousher. Most know him as Amu Hanny, and you can find him every Friday at the Islamic Center or any event, highly dressed in his suit and always with a smile. Amu, tell me a little bit about why you came to London.
Well, young generation, right after the war, my sister was living in London, and my mom said, we are three brothers, me and my two brothers, and my mom said, we started receiving information about Canada, and my sister living here, she came to Canada in 1939. She was very happy, have a good family, we had better opportunity for us. So we all single, so we came with mom to Canada in 1949, and we met nice community, and they were very few, from two villages of Bekaa Valley of Lebanon. And took a little bit of time, there was no mosque, no activity. Except on Sunday, the community get together, and the older people who came in 1900, 1901, 02, play card, and we watch them. Finally, my older brother asked my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, about your children. They don't know much about Islam. Why don't you teach them? He said, you only read the Holy Quran, but here's a chance for you. Start something, we'll give you support. And this is how we started. Took us 2 years to start the Muslim Benevolent Society, Canadian Muslim Benevolent Society. We had the convention in London in '55. We had 1,000 people coming to London. It was a very successful convention. London was 74,000 people at that time in 1949. In 1957, we have the first mosque in Ontario, second in Canada,
Right.
on 151 Oxford Street West.
Okay, now the members of the Benevolent Society, how long have they been here? Like,
Well,
what is the earliest?
1920, some of them 1917, 18 after war, some of them came 1910, 1911. So, but I know they came from early 1900.
Why was it important for you and for your children to know the cultures of not only London but Canada as a whole, and that too with the language? How did that come about for you and your wife?
It wasn't very hard because you see the people like my sister and people came before us, they were a great help. Not just a relative, any newcomer.
Right.
My brother-in-law, he owned a Sunnyside hotel. They call it lately the embassy, burned down, they tear it down, but I'm talking 1930 or 1920. Right. But a lot of them have businesses, grocery stores, hotels, and they help the newcomer. They close to mostly Lebanese at the beginning. We didn't have any other, not even Egyptian or other people, but eventually all the newcomer, because Canada opened the door and Canada give you freedom. They enjoy people coming to work because over there they didn't have the opportunity. Some of them they came from the Second World War. They just want to get out, move to get future. And with the future right here, land of opportunity. You want to work, there's a land here. Right. Give you a chance. And the people love to come to Canada. And the relative write to their relative, tell them if you want to come to Canada because better chance here than any other country. And that's how it is.
Now, Amu, you've been here since the 50s.
I'm 1949.
1949.
Yeah.
Wow, that was the year my mother was born. There you go. So 1949 up until now, obviously you've noticed many changes in London.
Yes, lots.
Not just with the London community, but even within the Muslim community.
Yes.
What were some of those changes that impacted you the most?
I tell you, every day I say, thank God I'm still alive. I see a lot of nice people. I talk. I know you, your mom, your dad, everybody. I go see everything new. And I read in the paper down the road, like my son Tariq, he's going to be dependent on his children, grandchildren to teach him, but because modern technology with all these electronic things, see things new all the time.
Right.
I was in Argentina visiting a relative there, and I give him, I want to send a fax to my son, tell him I arrived safe. At 1977. And they never heard of fax. A nice city, 30,000 people. So finally said, there's one factory here, they make box for pick up a truck. So we walked there, 4 blocks. We have a fax. So I wrote, don't worry, we're home. So give it she won't take no money, the girl. So thank her. We walked back. Within maybe 5 minutes, I got on the bicycle coming. He said, I got the answer from London, Canada. They couldn't believe it in Argentina, and my letter go to Canada and come back. Show you this little thing, fax.
Right.
I'm talking 1977. They were excited. This go to Canada and come back.
Yeah.
And so this is something new. Now we have emails. My son got telephone. He take picture, record your voice. Things every day, something new. Okay, so my wife have an iPad, and she sees corner. I said, take a break. Talk to me. She showed that. I said, my God. So I'm the husband. But she said, yeah, but look. And see, make you laugh, but this is true. Modern technology.
MEC Dental is a state-of-the-art dental office offering the very latest in technology. MEC Dental offers a wide variety of dental services in a family-friendly environment, including dental hygiene, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry. Located in London, Ontario at 715 Wellington Road South.
Welcome back, everyone. So let's continue our conversation with Hanny. With the amount of time that you've been here, you've been socializing, you've been talking to people and so forth. Now with this technology that's coming in, do you think that's missing?
See, it bothers me when the TV came. I come out to Asheville Technical School and in that street, I would go 4 nights a week, learn English, learn blueprint, trade, Walden, 5 years, me and my brother go there. Work in the daytime, but we go. Before taking the bus, we look at this big box and the screen that big, TV when they came out, 53 I think it was. And people moving, was excited. For us was something new. And then now something is more changing all the time. And my granddaughter, I have one, she's a 4th year university. She's on the dean list, going to be a doctor. So I'm proud. I have 6 grandchildren. But this one here, her sister, I picked her up from Saunders last year. And I know what's texting mean. And then all the kids walking the sidewalk, and they're going like this, nobody talking to anybody. I said, Tamara, what's going on? Look at these people, all there looking down, nobody talking. Said, they talking to each other. I said, what do you mean talking? She said, they texting each other. I said, explain. She said, well, instead of talking face to face, they text on the phone. I said, oh my God. I pretend I didn't know what was that. I said, couldn't they talk? She said, do you want anybody else to listen? To show you modern technology. When the TV came, we enjoyed it. You learned something, like the women learn how to sew, how to cook, how to do this. But now they show a dirty movie. I don't like that.
No, you said that okay with the TV that came on. Like the women are learning the sewing and the cooking. The men are learning the cooking and the sewing.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
Clarify. All right.
Now you look at that. She's taking it personally now.
I just wanted to clarify.
Because my wife told her I don't know how to boil egg. I never had a chance to go to the kitchen. But I said, do you take the garbage out? No. Do you fill the car gas? No. Did you clean the snow? No. You cut the grass? No. I said, look, I do all that, but I don't know how to cook. You didn't give me a chance. But I'll hire a cook if you don't.
You know what I think it is? I think that Falta Fadi has spoiled you and you've spoiled her. So you both balanced out.
Okay, so after 55 years, she drives the new car, I drive the old car. But I don't mind. She's a mother of my 4 children, 6 grandchildren, and I'm happy. I'm very content. And this is the way we have to be model to our grandchildren, to our cousin, nephew, nieces. This is important. You see, it's life not just eat and sleep. You eat to survive, but not to. You see, even Islam teach you 1/3 for food, 1/4 for water, 1/3 for air. Don't fill your stomach. This is what we were taught Islam teach us. So you have to behave, conduct yourself properly. You know, you can, I read in the paper today, it said, to maybe you can edit if you like, these people drink too much. They cause so much trouble for the ambulance, for the policeman. It's in the front page of London Free Press today. It's a sad. They drink addicted. Okay, Islam forbid drinking alcohol, eating pork, adultery, or gambling. This why? Because want us to be safe. So I feel when you look at people, this should never see that bother me. People in Canada begging because Canada is a rich country. We have the best. The water, 60% of the drinking water in Canada. We have the fish, we have the lumber, we have the mines, we have the wheat, we have the oil, we have everything. But some people, they don't, so we have to help them out, get them off the street, get them back, you know, feel bad. The Salvation Army do their best. The food bank does their best. Mission does their best. But our job as a citizen of this country, Muslim or Christian, doesn't matter. We're all Canadian. We should help, care, because our children, grandchildren, we all live in this society. We want the best. So we have to be the model for the next generation coming.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
And actually, that was going to be my next question is that we already have a masjid.
Yeah.
Why the importance of having, like, say, for instance, now the Islamic Center, which is going on 20 years?
Yeah, but number one, the community grow. More immigrant. The Bosnian War, the Gulf War, more people coming. But beside that, the community grow. We have a lot of young generation, a lot of students. We don't want them. I told this lady, the president of GM, I said, we don't want them to be drug peddler. We don't want them to walk the malls. And they are, we give Brother Munir, he's our imam at the center, give lecture. On Sunday, the Islamic Center full. And now at the mosque, they pray twice on Friday because no room. Okay, the community grow, but instead of did the renovation, they got about a property and build another mosque, but a lot of good memory in the mosque. They renovate, want to stay close. Some people don't have cars, they go by bus to the mosque, London Mosque. So the community grow, you try your best to accommodate. So we bought another piece of land next to the center for parking because more people now driving.
Okay, we're just going to go for a short break and we will continue with Hanny in a few minutes.
Welcome to the new McMaster Chevrolet. We've recently expanded to serve you better and now offer a 45 minutes or less lube, oil and filter service. Our selection of over 330 new and pre-owned vehicles will give you plenty of choice when selecting your next vehicle. And our team of highly trained GM certified technicians will ensure your vehicle runs smoothly day in and day out. See what all the buzz is about. Make your move to McMaster today.
Thank you for staying with us. So let's continue our conversation with Hanny. So how would I ask is that, okay, a lot of us, like me being second generation coming in, and I know my parents and along with yourself, teaching us children the importance of Islam. What else could you teach in terms of, not only from an Islamic perspective, but even from a social perspective, like us getting out into the community? Why do we need to be involved in the community and vice versa?
Because you see, you can't isolate yourself. You can't keep your children isolated. They have to get involved because they are in school. They play hockey, they play sport, they play basketball. But not good enough. They should be involved. And because they are Canadian, Muslim, live in society, they have to be part of the community and show how they conduct themselves. That's why the Imam always say, the mother play a very important role because stay with the children she had. Because he didn't expect the teacher have 30, 35 students in the class to teach him everything. Mom and dad have to teach him. They have to be the model for them. And when they live very comfortable, well respected, the principal, the teacher be proud of them because they know they're paying attention, they are good citizens, and they grow up to be like their parents. Good citizen, professional people, business people. Canada opened the door for the parents, the grandparents, the great-grandparents. So we have to do the same, continue to do. We can't just depend on the government. We have to do our shares. So appreciate it. That's what Islam teaches us, to be grateful.
Now, how would you go about mentoring them to, like, where would they go? Are you talking about prominent members in the community? Are we talking about, you know, meeting local politicians? How do you go about doing that? Because a lot of times, sometimes members in our community are very skeptical on meeting politicians or meeting any leaders of a prominent position as such, because like there's always that intimidation factor. What could you tell us or tell the Muslim community to how to combat that? Like, you know, instead of feeling intimidated, why not, you know, approach them and, you know, welcome them as such? How would you go about teaching them to do that?
See, it depends on the leadership and the imams, the mosque at the center. Because when we have a speaker coming in and talk, we had the prime minister of the country, two of them came to the Islamic Center. They came to the mosque. The premier of Ontario came to the mosque. I mean, we don't be pro this or that. We are Canadian citizen. But if somebody have to be in his way, we cannot stop him. But we have to let him know to behave himself, conduct himself properly. That's what the imam or the speaker, when we bring him to the mosque or the center to speak, to give the community. We don't pick on anybody. We tell them to conduct themselves, behave themselves. Islamically, that means humble, kind, love, and care for each other. But if somebody is going a little bit, you don't want to be liberal or you don't want to be conservative, we can't force them. But we have to show them to be a good citizen. If he vote this way or that way, that's his privilege. That's what they call democracy.
When you go to the Friday, like the khutbahs, be it at the center or the masjid, what do you enjoy seeing when you're there?
All the people. Because it's not just hucking, but you know, if somebody have a little question to ask, if somebody is starting a new business, if somebody want to move to London, which is the best neighborhood or something, this is it's a conference, it's a family gathering, because they feel all part of the community. So if you know something, you help. God will reward you for what you're doing. You're doing a good deed. You're praying for God Almighty, fine, that's for you. Not for me, not for anybody else. But in the meantime, you smile. That smile, God, or Prophet ﷺ said, that's the reward. Smile, to give somebody a smile. I was 17 years volunteer at Parkwood Hospital. I finished into this month, December. Bahij al-Qasim took over. And that I learned this in the book from our Prophet ﷺ said, even if you give a smile as a reward to a patient, to somebody. So we were, you know, we learn how to be good to others. Not just for you, but for others. You can't eat and somebody across the street hungry. You have to share. You have to share not just the food and everything. Be kind, good, enjoy life. We are in a society, always something new. And if somebody, he invents something, he brought it, we should be proud of him. Because he showed us something good. Human being benefit from him. Human being benefit from him. The animal benefit from that something that, you see. So we should be proud. We should say, because it's not my hometown or my country, no. Humanity. That's what Islam teaches, for humanity. Didn't say for the Arab. Imam said that 3 times at the mosque. He said the Prophet or the Holy Quran, not for the Arab, for the humankind. So Jesus came for the humankind. Moses came for the humankind. All these prophets, God sent to us, so not to kill each other, to be kind to each other.
My apologies, but we have to take another break. But I promise you there'll be more of Hanny upon our return.
Paramount Fine Foods, an amazing Lebanese and authentic Middle Eastern Arabic food and bakery founded on fresh and healthy Middle Eastern cuisine. Our beautiful and family-friendly environment encourages families to settle in, get comfortable and enjoy. Our welcoming, warm staff will work quickly and smoothly to bring you an excellent service. 769 Southern Road East, Sunday to Thursday 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday 8 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Welcome back, everyone. So let's continue our conversation with Hanny. What advice would you give to the future generation?
Pay attention to their parents, and when they attend lecture, when we have a speaker, and be kind, and to the teacher, to the principal, to the coach when they play hockey, basketball, because we have a lot of children. We have 2,000 Muslim students in Western, well behaved. Make me feel proud. Maybe just as many at Fanshawe. And none of them went in a bad demonstration, something against the city or the policeman, and make me feel good. They behave. I like that. But we want the majority people to be like that. So conduct themselves properly. They are there to learn. The parents work hard, sweat, pay the tuition to make sure they get the education, so they don't want to be factory workers or living off the street.
Right.
They have to be independent, earn their living, honest living. Canada opened the door for them, for their mom and dad, for their grandparents, like me and you and your parents. So we want the next generation to appreciate what the parents and grandparents did for them, to have education. This is why. So if the parents and the grandparents don't talk to them, that means you're going to have a lot of Muslim bums and bullying, and that's a shame. That's not why we came to Canada.
Right, exactly.
We want to make sure, and we're going to try our best to bring the speakers to make something good and be proud all the time. Because this is, in Mississauga, in Windsor, you don't believe how hard they work, the community together. And Edmonton the same, because I have relatives there, that's what they tell me. Always activity.
Right.
The premier goes to Windsor, meet with them, and same in Mississauga. So they are working hard to make sure these youth are seeking knowledge. And Islam taught you in the Holy Quran 1,400 years ago. Seek knowledge even if in China. That them days they don't know China. The Muslims stayed in Spain 822 years. They never forced them to be speaking Arabic. Never forced them to be Muslim. But they build university, they build hospitals. Now when you go to university or to the court and see judge with the robe, remember the Muslim gave him that robe. That's what the people in Spain tell you that. When you see the robe at the university or the court, the Muslim gave him that. Europe was dark ages. They used to come from all over to Spain to learn from Grenada. If you ever went there, you see, and see what they built. University, hospitals. But they never forced them to be Muslim, because Islam can't force anybody. It didn't force them to speak Arabic either. Okay? And you know about the Razi, Benzine, and all them?
Yes.
All, they learn astronomy, everything from the Muslim. 800 years. So finally they had the leader, have trouble among themselves, whatever, start war, and they lost. But anyway, Europe finished. But they never forced them.
Right.
So Arabic numeral, every time you work on the computer or your telephone, you remember that zero. If it wasn't for that, you didn't have it. So your Arabic numeral, you go to university, you can tell you, this Arabic numerals. Okay, I'm just saying, but see, this time, Britain was first, the Roman, the Greek, now the American powerful. But still, somebody put the foundation before.
During our conversation, Hanny had mentioned that he had written a book, and this is that said book with regards to the history of the London Muslim community and his experiences and his interactions with many people along his journey. The book is called Now and Then. The cost is $3, and you can purchase it either at the Islamic Center or at the London Muslim Mosque, and all of the proceeds will go to any of the London food banks here in London, Ontario. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you coming. Thanks, young man here coming over.
I want to thank all of you for joining us, and I hope that you got a chance to learn just as much as I did from Hanny with regards to his history, his experiences, and hope that we can learn from him and follow in his footsteps. So in the coming years, he too will be proud of us. Thank you all for joining us.
Yes, thank you.